Good evening, everyone. So welcome to Thursday night teachings, and tonight's topic will be, are you a virtuous friend? So that's something food for thought, yeah? So anyways, to ground ourselves, let's take a few minutes, deep breaths, and allow me to introduce Anila, who will guide us in some prayers before teachings. So for our new friends, there's the QR code at the side, both sides of the throne, so do scan it to get access to the prayers. So Anila, please. Thank you.
Okay, let's do some prayers to ground ourselves before the teachings. Om Sambara Sambara Vimana Saramahajavahum. Om Smara Smara Vimana Saramahajavahum. Om Sambara Sambara Vimana Saramahajavahum. Om Smara Smara Vimana Saramahajavahum. Om Sambara Sambara Vimana Saramahajavahum. Om Smara Smara Vimana Saramahajavahum. Om Sambara Sambara Vimana Saramahajavahum. Om Smara Smara Vimana Saramahajavahum. Om Sambara Sambara Vimana Saramahajavahum. Om Smara Smara Vimana Saramahajavahum. Om Sambara Sambara Vimana Saramahajavahum. Om Smara Smara Vimana Saramahajavahum. Om Sambara Sambara Vimana Saramahajavahum. Om Smara Smara Vimana Saramahajavahum. I take refuge in the Gurus, I take refuge in the Buddhas, I take refuge in the Dharma, I take refuge in the Sangha. I take refuge in the Gurus, I take refuge in the Buddhas, I take refuge in the Dharma, I take refuge in the Sangha. I take refuge in the Gurus, I take refuge in the Buddhas, I take refuge in the Dharma, I take refuge in the Sangha. To the Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha, I go for refuge and am enlightened by the merits from listening to the Dharma. May I attain Buddhahood for the sake of benefiting all my ascension beings. To the Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha, I go for refuge and am enlightened by the merits from listening to the Dharma. May I attain Buddhahood for the sake of benefiting all my ascension beings. To the Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha, I go for refuge and am enlightened by the merits from listening to the Dharma. May I attain Buddhahood for the sake of benefiting all my ascension beings. In particular, I must achieve enlightenment quickly in order to free all numberless kind mother sentient beings from the unimaginable ocean of samsara sufferings and lead them to peerless full enlightenment. For this purpose, I must listen and thereafter put into practice the teachings of the profound Buddha Dharma. Tayata Shame Shamawati Shameta Shankru Ankre Mankre Marosite Karote Kyore Tezowati Uluyani Ushida Nimani. Mana panaye kukri kaka krasi krasani omuki param muki amuki shamitani sawa graha pandam nane negahitwa sawa para pawadina wimuta mara pasha sidabitwa buddha mudra anon gatita sawa mare buddharita parishudi bigasantu sawa mara kramani. I prostrate to gathering of Dakinis of the three places, coming from the supreme holy sites of space and joy, who have the powers of clairvoyance and magical emanation, and regard practitioners as the offspring. Aka samarata shadarasa marayapi. Aka samarata shadarasa marayapi. Aka samarata shadarasa marayapi. Tayata gati gati parkati parasam gati buddhi soha. Tayata gati gati parkati parasam gati buddhi soha. Tayata gati gati parkati parasam gati buddhi soha. Through the power of the great truth of the words of the exalted three jewels, may all adverse conditions be overcome. May they become non-existent. May they be pacified. May all the evils such as enemies, obstacles, and hindrances and adverse conditions be pacified. Shatim Kriye Soha. May the 80,000 types of obstacles be pacified. May we be separated from adverse harmful conditions. May everything conducive be obtained, and by the auspiciousness of everything good, may there be excellent happiness here and now. May all sentient beings achieve extraordinary superior happiness and its causes. May all sentient beings be free from the unbearable sea of suffering and its causes. May all sentient beings never be parted from the bliss of sublime liberation. May all sentient beings be free of all bias, attachment, and anger to near ones and aversion to others. To accomplish my own and others' aims, I join the altruistic intention to attain enlightenment for the benefit of all sentient beings. To accomplish my own and others' aims, I generate the altruistic intention to attain enlightenment for the benefit of all sentient beings. To accomplish my own and others' aims, I generate the altruistic intention to attain enlightenment for the benefit of all sentient beings. Reverently, I prostrate my body, speech, and mind, and present clouds of every type of offering, actually offered to mentally transform. I confess all my negative actions accumulated since beginner's time, and rejoice in the virtues of all holy and ordinary beings. Please remain until samsara ends and turn the wheel of Dharma for ascension beings. I dedicate all the virtues of others and myself to the great enlightenment. The Heart Sutra. Thus have I heard, once the Blessed One was dwelling in Rajagriha at Vajrapik Mountain, together with great gathering of Sangha of monks and a great gathering of Sangha of Bodhisattvas. At that time, the Blessed One entered the samadhi that expresses Dharma called profound illumination, and at the same time, Noble Avalokiteshvara, the Bodhisattva Mahasattva, while practicing profound prajna paramita, so in this way, he saw the five skandhas also to be empty of nature. Then, through the power of the Buddha, Venerable Sariputra said to Noble Avalokiteshvara, the Bodhisattva Mahasattva, how should a son or daughter of a noble family train who wishes to practice a profound prajna paramita? Addressed in this way, Noble Avalokiteshvara, the Bodhisattva Mahasattva said to Venerable Sariputra, O Sariputra, a son or daughter of noble family who wishes to practice a profound prajna paramita should see in this way, seeing five skandhas to be empty of nature. Form is emptiness, emptiness also is form. Emptiness is no other than form. Form is no other than emptiness. In the same way, feeling, perception, formation, and consciousness are emptiness. Thus, Sariputra, all dhammas are emptiness. There are no characteristics. There is no birth and no cessation. There is no impurity and no purity. There is no decrease and no increase. Therefore, Sariputra, in emptiness, there is no form, no feeling, no perception, no formation, no consciousness, no eye, no ear, no nose, no tongue, no body, no mind, no appearance, no sound, no smell, no taste, no touch, no dhammas, no eye dhatu up to no mind dhatu, no dhatu of dhammas, no mind consciousness dhatu, no ignorance, no end of ignorance up to no age and death, no end of old age and death, no suffering, no origin of suffering, no cessation of suffering, no path, no wisdom, no attainment, and no non-attainment. Therefore, Sariputra, since the Bodhisattvas have no attainment, they abide by means of prajna paramita. Since there is no obscuration of mind, there is no fear, they transcend falsity and attain complete nirvana. All the Buddhas of the three times, by means of prajna paramita, fully awaken to unsurpassable true complete enlightenment. Therefore, the great mantra prajna paramita, the mantra of great insights, the unsurpassed mantra, unequaled mantra, the mantra that comes all suffering, should be known as truth. Since there is no deception, the prajna paramita mantra is said in this way: Tayata Om Gati Gati Parakati Parasamgati Bodhi Soham. That is Sariputra. The Bodhisattva Mahasattva should train the profound prajna paramita. Then the Blessed One arose from the samadhi and praised Noble Avalokiteshvara, the Bodhisattva Mahasattva, saying, Good, good, O son of noble family, thus it is. O son of noble family, thus it is. One should practice the profound prajna paramita, just as you have taught, and all the Dagadas will rejoice. And the Blessed One had said this, Venerable Sariputra and Noble Avalokiteshvara, the Bodhisattva Mahasattva, the whole assembly and the world with its gods, humans, asuras, and Gandharvas rejoiced and praised the words of the Blessed One. Okay, we'll take a break here.
Thank you, Anila. So with this, let's run through some announcements before Rinpoche arrives. So there's some major announcements, so do take note, because this is the Lamo Chundi initiation that's happening this Sunday at 10 a.m. So doors open at 9:30 a.m. So this important announcement is that due to overwhelming response, we have moved the initiation destination or location, right? So it will be now in Fuqing Huiguan, Fuqing Association, which is a 3 minutes walk from Tik Chen Choling, Singapore. So gentle reminder that you need to be on pure vegetarian diet from the 14th onwards from 11 a.m. So registration closes tonight at 11:30 p.m. So scan this QR code to sign up and also for more details. And the next one is that celebrating the glorious Lamo Chundi. So in conjunction with the grand sanctification ceremony of Chundi, we have launched the following opportunities for you to gain merit by making offerings with your preferred names for prayer dedication. So there is a Chundi shrine offering, sandalwood incense, exquisite lotuses, as well as support a prayer. So we rejoice in your merits and practice of generosity. So please scan this QR code for more details and to sign up. And of course, the Vaidura Healing Festival, it's opening. So this year we are doing the recitation of Medicine Buddha Sutra in Chinese, also on Sunday at 2 p.m. So when Medicine Buddha was a Bodhisattva on the path to enlightenment, he vowed to actualize all the virtuous prayers of beings living in degenerate times. So be inspired as we recite this sutra in Chinese to invoke the divine blessings of Medicine Buddha and the entourage. So of course, with this comes the whole festival and its celebrations, and that is from 15th of October all the way to December the 2nd. So light up your life. It's the theme. So according to the Medicine Buddha Sutra, making light offerings and engaging in Medicine Buddha practice for 49 days continuously will generate miraculous powers, and it will evoke the blessings of good fortune, health and vitality. So magnetize auspicious conditions and opportunities with our special light offerings today. So scan the QR code to sign up. And of course, this will wrap up the announcements, and let's take a deep breath, ground ourselves and prepare for teachings shortly. Thank you.
Okay, let's rise and we recite the 7-line prayer together to welcome Rinpoche. Hong. Huyen yogi no chan sam pema kesa lombola yatin chugi godrune pema june shesudra kodu kandro mambokro keki jesu labdrogi jingi labche shesu so Guru Pema Siddhi Hong Oyen Yogi No Chansam Pema Kesa Lombola Yaksen Chugi Ngodrumni Pema June Shesudra Kodu Kandro Mambokro Heki Jesu labdrugi Jingi labche Shesu so Guru Pema Siddhi Hong Oyen Yogi No Chansam Pema Kesa Lombola Yaksen Chugi Ngodrumni Pema June Shesudra Kodu Kandro Mamboko Keki Jesu labdrugi Jingi labche Shesu so Guru Pema Siddhi Hong Oyen Yogi No Chansam Pema Kesa Lombola Yaksen Chugi Ngodrumni Pema June Shesudra Kodu Kandro Mamboko Keki Jesu labdrugi Jingi labche Shesu so Guru Pema Siddhi Hong.
Please offer pre-prostrations to Rinpoche now.
Okay. Let's offer mandala for the teachings. Homa, 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 hom. Om Raja Gra our home. Here's the mighty and powerful base of gold. Om Raja Lai our home. The outer ring is encircled with this iron fence. In the center, the king of mountains, Mount Meru. In the east, the continent Puvavidiha. In the south, Jambuvipa. In the west, Aparagodaniya. In the north, Uttarakuru. Around the east, the subcontinents Deha and Vidiha. Around the south, Chamara and Upper Chamara. Around the west, Sata and Uttaramantrin. Around the north, the subcontinents Kurava and Kwarava. In the east is the treasure mountain. In the south is a wish-granting tree. In the west is a wish-granting cow. In the north is the harvest that needs no cultivation. Here's the precious wheel. Here's the precious jewel. Here's the precious queen. Here's the precious minister. Here's the precious elephant. Here's the precious and best of horses. Here's the precious general. Here's the great treasure vast. Here's the goddess of beauty. Here's the goddess of garlands. Here's the goddess of song. Here's the goddess of dance. Here's the goddess of flowers. Here's the goddess of incense. Here's the goddess of lights. Here's the goddess of perfume. Here's the sun. Here's the moon. Here's the umbrella of all that is precious. Here's the banner of victory in all directions. In the center are all the possessions precious to gods and men. This magnificent collection lacking in nothing. I offer to you my Kai and Holy Roots Lama, together with you, Venerable Lineage Lamas, and to you, Lama, compassionate Lama Losam Dowan Doji Shang. Together with the assembly of gods, I offer this pure and beautiful collection to you. In your compassion, accept one I offer for the sake of all beings. Having accepted this to myself and to all beings, please grant your blessings through your great compassion. This ground anointed with perfume, strewn with flowers, adorned with Mount Meru, four continents, sun and moon. I offer you visualizations as pure Buddhas. May all sentient beings thus enjoy this pure land. The objects of my attachment, anger, and ignorance, my body, my wealth, and enjoyments, without any sense of loss, I offer this collection. Please accept it with pleasure and bless me with freedom from three poisons. Venerable Holy Gurus, in the space of a true body, from billowing clouds of your wisdom and love, let fall the rain of profound and extensive Dharma in whatever form is suitable for subduing sentient beings. Om Yidam Guru Rana Mandala Kamniya Tayami. Precious Guru, please grant me all realizations of the path, from Guru devotion to the completion of the training, the unified Raja state. Please grant me blessings that my mind will become Dharma, that Dharma will become the path, that hindrances in the path may not occur, that I may cease all wrong conceptions and receive immediately the two precious Buddhistas. Okay, let's all greet Rinpoche. Good evening, Rinpoche.
Good evening. So today's topic is are you a virtuous friend? Right. So first, we need to rejoice in one thing. You need to rejoice that you made the effort to come to listen to the teaching, and that is the seed. You have sown the seed to be a virtuous friend. This is something that is important. What does it mean to be virtuous friend? To this virtuous friend has to have something that everybody must, that everybody, to be virtuous friend, you have to be something where everybody don't understand. What people don't understand is this. Due to habituation from society, from grandparents, from parents, from teachers, what people understand is people pointing out our faults. Point out our faults. But to be a virtuous friend, or practice to be a virtuous friend, it means understanding and feeling that everybody is a continuous journey, is on a continuous journey. Today naughty, today poor result, today naughty, today didn't get good result, is only up till today. It is not something where everybody has gone through, is we are all being judged. Judged by teacher, judged by teacher, judged by society, judged by parents, judged by colleagues, right? So this idea of being judged weighs very heavily in all our mind. So, are you a virtuous friend? This topic is very meaningful in the sense that we really have to start to look at how we are choosing to see things, how we are choosing to see our lives, how we are choosing to see one another. Okay? This is very important. A virtuous friend in us, the first thing to meet the category is to accept that we ourselves is still learning and not thinking that now we made it and now I am a virtuous friend. The moment we have the ego and think that I'm a virtuous friend, then very frankly speaking, we start to have the thought of, or not, don't say the word the fault, we start to die. We start to stop evolving, and we stop evolving and we stop learning. We start to just be at a point in our lives to use whatever we have in the past to become the judgment and the measurement for ourselves and others. I give you a very good example. Would be, I give you a very good example. It would be cooking or taste buds. Everybody seems to be crazy, you know, when you put on the name, what they say is that, you know, traditional taste, okay, or the old style of cooking, right? When you start to put these kind of things, everybody are very attracted to it, you know. But then when you go and eat that, then you find that actually what's so nice about it is not nice, right? So what is the main difference? You see, what is called old style, or Chinese they say 古早味 or 古早味, you know, all these really tells you about the times in the past where people only cook with a few seasoning, right? I don't know about other country, but let's look at ourselves here in at that time known as Malaya, right? Yeah. In the times of Malaya, Singapore and Malaysia was one country, right? It is as Malaya, everybody will be using the same kind of thing to cook. Whether if it's Chinese, they have the same few things. If it's a Malay, Indian, they probably have the same few stuff. And then, honestly, I feel Indian food, Malay food tastes much better than Chinese food. Because from the past, I don't think they created some special sauces, right? Indian and Malay food use the same spices and everything. But for Chinese food, there's a lot of invention of oyster sauce, different kinds of sauces and sauces. So cooking becomes more like chemistry, rather than you become a artist and a chemist in the kitchen. So if you cook with just the few seasoning that you have in the past, at that time in the past, sesame oil I heard is very expensive. People didn't use cooking wine. They just use oil, salt, sugar, pepper, and soy sauce or something like that for Chinese cooking. So you can very much imagine how everything would have tasted. Probably everything would have tasted the same, other than the ingredients that was used that is used for cooking. So when it says that, traditional taste, the taste of tradition, some people like that, right? The taste of tradition, or grandma's secret recipe. I tell you, all these are just labeling, all are words, right? And when you talk about this, when we talk about this, I always think, even due to impermanence, the taste bud of people change. The taste bud of people change. So how can we think that we have made it? Okay, how can we think that we have made it? What makes us think that we have made it? The moment we think that we have made it, it means we have stopped growing. Okay? So when it comes to, are you a virtuous friend? To me, the first point is, as a virtuous friend, or actually all of us are aspiring virtuous friend, a spiritual friend, aspiring virtuous friend, aspiring spiritual friend. The first thing first is, do we accept impermanence? Okay? Do we accept impermanence? Everything that is bad is also not going to last forever. It's not going to last long. Everything that is good also not going to last long. Okay? So, our body, our looks, also not going to last long. Look at the latest news. Few weeks ago, I think somebody went to do Botox. I heard somebody went to do Botox, and then the thing went into the eye and the person became blind. It's very rare, but it happens. That is because we keep on holding on to the past. Okay? Because we always feel yesterday is better than today. Okay? But we don't think that tomorrow or next year we will think that actually right now is good. So what is a virtuous friend? What is a virtuous friend? A virtuous friend really is somebody like ourselves, admitting our mistakes. We are we can understand that we ourselves too are vulnerable. Okay? And we need to learn, we need to learn, we need to be coached, and we need to improve ourselves. The moment we have the thought that, or we can do it, or we are there already, we start to lose the capability to make meaningful decisions in our lives. Because the decisions then would be based on past experiences. Okay? That is maybe outdated. Right now I'm saying this because I'm talking about the idea of being outdated. So when we want to be a spiritual friend, we want to be a virtuous friend, number one, accept ourselves that we are not perfect. Okay? Number two, everybody is on a journey. Everybody, include you, include me. Everybody, we are on a journey. Number three, okay, whatever we do, we should really put in the effort to not make ourselves high and make other people low. Okay, or let other people feel low, or they are not qualified. It's okay if other people are not qualified. For example, I give you a good example would be, some people really believe that to do certain prayers, only monks and nuns can do it. Some people really believe that. Okay? But the reality is, that's not true. What if the monk and nun start to have ego and because of their ignorance, and they start to have the idea of how each and everybody want to have their own style of doing things, rather than what is the beneficial way of doing things to benefit others. And then the monk or nun will say that, oh, to do this you have to be a monk or nun, if not you are bad karma. Or if not, whatever these things are being done will have no use. So then other people get scared, times have changed. Last time people use fear factor to scare others. Fear factor. Alright, always say, oh, this, that, and everything, If you do this, then after that, whatever other people have done is no use, okay, and everything, because you are not monk or nun, or because you are not qualified, and this and that. We have to unlearn that now. We have to let go of that. Because today this person not qualified does not mean this person will not be qualified in the future. This is something very important. Today this person not qualified. This person don't know. This person not sure. But this person may become the best in the future. Right? So, understanding these points, okay, to be a virtuous friend, right, we should really practice to become encouraging. Okay? There are some people who feel that they have the moral authority to tell other people off. The moral authority to tell other people, oh, this is the way, it should be like this, should be like that, and they just keep on their lifestyle because they have suffered so much like this as a child. So now even as they are adult, they always want to be in a position where they can tell other people off, or they tell other people, or why do like this, why do like this is not right, like this, like this is that, and everything like this. Okay, this really just shows that, and you can tell what is the difference between that person's character versus a manifestation of such appearance. Okay, how do we know about this? That means when that person appear like that, okay, the person appearing like that is not affected by the emotion. He only appear like that. Okay? But the person who is affected by the emotion can be angry for days and weeks and months. Okay? And can angry for whole life. And then angry until next life. Okay, what's the difference? This is the difference. What is a manifest appearance and what is a real swing of karmic wind? Okay, that is a swing of karmic wind. Right? So, somebody asked me, what is the meaning of a swing of karmic wind, and what is the meaning, or what's the difference? The karma and the swing of karmic wind versus manifestation. Okay, or swing of karmic wind. So swing of karmic wind can be like what I said just now. Judgment and anger. Okay. Feeling of being in love. Feeling of being in love, wanting to be in love. Right? Versus, so feeling of being in love versus understanding or the maturity of a relationship is different. Okay? Like there are many people who, because they have the swing of being in love, then after that they like this feeling so much they get married. After they get married, they feel maybe the being in love feeling is not there. What happened? Divorce. There's no maturity into a relationship. I think Chinese easy to say. 爱跟情是不一样的。Okay? So, it's like many people can be infatuated with high lamas, or the lama name, or the Rinpoche name, or the Geshe name, or the monks and the nuns and everything. In the beginning, so fascinated, so like in love feeling, you know. But, you know, it should evolve to become a what? A guru-disciple relationship, where this relationship is a mutual respect and supporting relationship, and not a disciple judging guru and a guru judging disciple. You see what's the difference now? There will always be anything that happened in samsara is always the time where people will be fascinated and in awe. Wow. Okay? So, like falling in love with guru, like this, versus a relationship with a guru-disciple relationship. It's different. So, to be a virtuous friend, right, or looking out for a virtuous friend, or wanting to have a virtuous friend, first is to start to appreciate whether do I want to be a virtuous friend myself. This is very important, because in this world, right now, in this time and age, I want to say, we are very much poisoned. What is the poison? We are very much poisoned to embrace one lifestyle called consumerism. I like, I buy. I like, I buy. I like, I use. I want to watch, I watch. I want to do, I do. Whether you, for example, what is a good thing? A good example would be this. Okay. Other people want to learn about Dharma. Let's say certain text, the wind of a certain text is there. So suddenly everybody read and study this certain text. But did you ever come to did we ever come to understand this? Are we really wanting to understand this, to incorporate into my so-called personality, right? So that my personality will keep on evolving and changing. A very good text that I have printed and given would be the Vimalakirti Nidesa, Vimalakirti Sutra, where if you read, you really start to reflect and think. How is it that I should think? How is it that I should view? How is it that I should reflect on myself and others? Chinese called 维摩诘经. Right? If every day we just read one page or half a page, definitely one day we finish reading the whole text. Yes, it's a very long text, but really read it like a storybook. Some people say, oh, I read, but you know, for the first few days, every day you say read one page and then start to say, you know, it's like the beginning of the text is all the monks and the bodhisattvas are complaining to Buddha, to Lord Buddha. The main thing is this. You see, You know what was my answer to those people? You know why you got irritated with reading the beginning of this text? It's because you are also complaining to me. You're complaining to me that you're reading this, I'm asking you to read this text, and that the disciples are complaining to the Guru about Vimalakati. And now you're complaining to me about the Bodhisattvas. You're complaining to me about the Arhats. Complaining to me about the Sangha. You see? So what is the meaning of why I ask you, why I print this text to give you? That is my gift of Dharma to you. What is the meaning of reading this text? Is to really tell you, Lord Buddha, his manifest appearance and his skillful means, within the sutra, Buddha repeat the same words many times, the same sentences, using the same story, and then he repeat and he says many times. Why? Because Lord Buddha wants us to understand that we should use the same situation to understand that the same situation has multi-dimensional views to it. Multi-dimensional views, multi-dimensional levels of understanding of many things. And why did Lord Buddha use the same example just on Vimalakati in the beginning? Because Lord Buddha knew all of us are feeling stuck. And when we feel stuck, what is the first thing that we do? We complain. Blame, complain, and justify, right? Correct? In the beginning already, this text, all the monks and the bodhisattvas, including Lord Manjushri, Lord Vajrapani, Lord Avalokiteshvara, all the great bodhisattvas blaming Vimalakati, complaining about Vimalakati, justifying why they don't want to go and see Vimalakati. Right? And why is it you feel uncomfortable, you feel uncomfortable to read this? Because here I am, I'm practicing to be Avalokiteshvara, I recite their mantra, but then I see them like that, wow, I cannot take it. They're not as perfect as it seems. What is the meaning behind this? It means it's training for you to see that your Guru is a manifest form of, as the manifest form of all the Buddhas. We train to see the Guru as the manifest form of the Buddhas. Also will have faults, and the faults are mainly up to us to see. Because the same person doing the same thing, 10 people will have a 10 different viewpoint, 10 different story, 10 different topic of discussion, and 10 people will have 10 levels of irritation, disturbed mind, irritated mind. So when you say, when we want to practice to be virtuous friend, first thing first, when people have emotion and this and that, what must you do? What must you do? When people have emotion, what must you do? We are all training, Put this topic upon ourselves now. We are all training to be a virtuous friend right now, isn't it? Including yourself, myself, the monks and the nuns. We are all training to be virtuous friend. When other people are emotional, what do you do? Come, try, answer. Try to calm them down, What else? Listen. Listen first. What else? Good. All are good answers. When people are emotional, 起笑了, what do you do? Observe. Wow. What else? Walk away. What else? Throw slipper, kick away the slipper, distract them. Okay, then bring to temple. Wow. You see, everybody emotional bring to temple, right? Then you know the other side of the story, everybody say, this temple, the people emotional one, got problem, this temple, problem temple. Right? You understand? That's why you must see. See, Kamapa himself, people request Kamapa, oh, what can we do to attract good people? Kamapa said something so beautiful, you know. Huh? What? Only good people? Then well, who's going to help the bad people? You understand? So right now, you must understand. Temple, sure to have all kinds of people. First thing first is, we ourselves need to understand that. Any other answers? When you face with some people who are emotional, what do? Emotional damage. Right? There's the children taught me that, you know, emotional damage. No. Huh? Give them food. You see, all these things, whoever say must follow, you know. Yeah. Hui Chin emotional, please give offering of food. Oh, Hui Chin idam balinda kai kai. Okay, what else? Huh? Bring them to psychiatrist. Okay. I share with you my experience, okay? You want to know? When people are emotional, you check yourself first. You must not be emotional. If not, the world become washing machine, you know. Somebody emotional, then the emotion trigger your emotion, and then after that what happened? Washing machine, gring grong, gring grong, gring grong. Right? Correct? So when I'm saying myself, when people are emotional, what to do? Check yourself first. I check myself first. Am I going to be pulled by them or not? You understand? So if you don't want to be pulled by them, you don't know how to deal with it, okay? Vivian's answer is, oh, go away first. Some say, what? Somewhat want to observe. So sit there, observe, see them first, right? See them first, then what to do? Suddenly what happened? I don't know what to do already. Bring them go psychiatrist. So you see, all of our response just now, are they wrong? They're not wrong, but they are inexperienced. Do you understand what I'm saying? Right? So we must understand, all of us are inexperienced. When it comes to applying the Dharma in our daily life, is inexperienced. So when people start to, you realize that those people who don't get what they want from the guru, or don't get what they want from the boss, or don't get what they want from the geishe or the nuns, what do? Complain, tell story. Oh, because the person say like that, that's why I'm like that, that's why I'm like this. You know, it's always like that. So what is important is really for ourselves, right? To see our own mind. Okay? So how do we do that? How do we practice to see our own mind? Okay? Is this. When you watch TV or you watch movies, do you realize you are watching movie? When you watch TV, when you watch a movie, do you realize you are watching a movie? You paid for it, what? You turn on the television set, right? Right? Very simply, that's the answer. But do you realize you paid for it turn on the set, and then after that you get angry? You get sad. You start to scold the person. Oh, that person's so bad. What? You see? And then you start to gossip, tell other people, what this person, this character very bad. And then some actors act to be the bad person so successfully, go out also everybody scold them, you know. Acting only, this is their job, you know. Do you realize? Right? Okay? So, when you watch TV, when you watch a movie, you watch a program, that is the best time to cultivate meditation. You know what do I do? Frankly speaking, you know, most time I don't eat dinner. So will I be hungry? I'm hungry. Honestly, I'm hungry. You know what I do? Yeah, Joanne and Hui Jin always look at me and say I'm crazy, you know. I watch cooking show. Right, I see people cooking noodles, frying this, frying that. Wow, looks, and it really looks very good, you know. Right? Hopit leh, correct or not? Yeah. Seriously, wow, I tell you, I'm hungry, but you know, I enjoy. I look at it, you know, I tell myself, this is an illusion. I tell myself what I'm watching is an illusion. Because what I watch on the TV screen is similar to what I'm watching when I'm meditating. I watch my mind. And then what happens? Switch it off. You can switch off the TV, right? When you watch horror show, you put a pillow or the blanket, you know, then say, oh, very scary, the ghost come. Actually, you know, I tell the truth, you practice watching the scariest or murder or black magic or everything, this kind of movie, right? You should watch that. Watch them alone. Switch off all the lights, okay? But turn off the sound. You just watch. Turn off the sound. Actually, has not much effect, you know. This is like a meditation. You are seeing, but there's no smell, right? There's no smell coming out from the TV set, right? There's no sound, right? It's just vision. Similarly, do you know in your meditation, there's no sound of the things that you're thinking. There's no sound. It's your own illusion, our own illusion, our own delusion. Whatever we are seeing is also our own perceived samsara. Right? So, I honestly, when I was young, I practiced, I was forced to do retreat. I was forced to do retreat by my guru. Yeah, Lama Kunchok, when I was a teenager, right? Yeah. And then in the room, and it really was unbelievable, right? Today is cauliflower and potato, and tomorrow is potato and cauliflower. Every day. It's a little bit twist. Potato, cauliflower, and cauliflower, potato. It's just, you know, today more cauliflower, less potato, tomorrow more potato, then less cauliflower. I just look at the thing and in the beginning I say, oh, I must practice as a practitioner, I must eat. You know, I tell you honestly, after 3 days, my meditation, I start, you know, make offering, right? Make offering, mandala offering, everything, this. Sati start to appear in my mind. Right? Honestly, that time I think I only 17, 18 years old. Yeah. Lama Lundrup, my first retreat, Lama Lundrup forced me to do 100,000 miksema. Yeah. 100,000 miksema. Oh, put Lama Tsongkhapa in the room. Wow, very nice and everything. He's very happy. I'm very nervous. Also very happy. I feel like I made it already, you know. Wow, I'm do Guru Yoga. Oh, I tell you. Oh, ice kacang. Yeah, Mount Meru becomes a huge mountain of ice kacang. Wow. all kinds of my attachment to food all exploded, because when you're very hungry, you only get potato and cauliflower and potato. That's all. And rice. Yeah. And some days after that, honestly, I have no appetite because the food is served, put in a tiffin and put outside the room, Yeah. Geshe Jigme knows which room. Geshe Jigme knows which room. I'm in the second room in Chenrezig Gomba. He saw me inside there doing retreat. Yeah. Every day the food is the same, and by the time I finish this one session, the food is become like from the chiller, so cold. And then so sometimes just you have no mood to eat. So after all this while, all these things, all these years, I tell myself, what is it anyway that I'm so unhappy about? Didn't I want to do, didn't I say, okay, I'll listen to whatever you say, to my guru? Didn't I say, okay, when my guru say, okay, now you do retreat, and then didn't I feel, oh, now I'm qualified to do retreat already, Okay, at 17, 18 years old, wow, ego very polished, right? Wow, go inside, I feel very punished. I don't feel polished, I feel punished. Okay, so the main thing is this, when you meditate, how we can become a virtuous friend is we need to practice meditation, because whatever you see when you're with others, whatever you hear when you're others, whatever other people are trying to win you over by sharing with you their version of their story and what they feel, what they think, this and that, can you become like space? Just like this space in front of you. You don't need to think until big like the sky so far away. The sky and the space in front of you is the same, Same but different. Just that one up there and this one down here. But it's still the same space. So, myself, I feel, to not be triggered and influenced to be emotional like other people is the most important thing. Okay? I also don't laugh at other people. They say, oh, I'm very sad. Oh, yeah, this person steal my dog or steal my boyfriend, steal my girlfriend, this and that. And very difficult, very pain, right? All kinds of things. All kinds of things. Everybody tell me all kinds of things. Yeah. Last time he and me best friend, so we buy a dog. Now after that, not best friend anymore. They quarrel over a dog. Today 135 dog follow me, 246 dog follow you. What for? All kinds these things happen, right? And truly, what it really means to be a virtuous friend is to not be influenced and to have compassion. When you see other people really suffering, the heart of sadness is important. If you don't feel the heart of sadness within ourselves, okay, you don't know how to feel sad for others. The heart of sadness is empathy, okay, and to have a great compassion. Sounds very scary, right? But in Chinese, we pray to such a great being called Guan Yin, 大慈大悲, right? 大慈大悲, not big porcelain cup. Yeah. Honestly, some people think that I'm joking, but I was in the US and there was one guy who was learning Chinese, so he said 大慈大悲. So he really thought 慈 is the porcelain, right? And then 悲 is the cup, right? So Guan Yin on a porcelain, big porcelain cup. So I said it's the same sound but a different word. Same sound, different word. Same sound, different word. You know, it's so difficult not to laugh, you know, not to burst out laughing in his face. Yeah. After that, of course, when I turn around and I start to giggle until my ears turn red, right? After he's not around. But so it left a deep imprint in my heart, not just in my mind, but in my heart. Right? What is the imprint? The imprint is not laughing at him. The imprint is even the praise to Chenrezig, you know. Different people's understanding can have a big misunderstanding. 大慈大悲, right? 大慈 is great compassion. 大悲, sorry, 大慈 is great compassion. 大悲 is great empathy, right? And we would definitely want to look for somebody who is compassionate and have empathy for us to open up our heart and pour out our sorrows, right? Correct? That's why everybody loves to go Kuan Yin temples and pray to Kuan Yin, right? But right now, what you must do from now on is this. Before you pour out your sorrow, take a sieve out all the emotion first, then you pour out the facts. Okay? Now this is very important because for each and every one of us, ourselves, when other people, when you are training or when you become a virtuous friend, your friends or people will start to pour out their heart and sorrow to you, you know. Their pain, their heart, their sorrow, their anger, their justification, their righteousness to you, you know. You're gonna eat it lock, stock and barrel, eat everything. Right? Yeah. You accept, but you have to be something. You have to be like, to be a bodhisattva needs some wisdom. You have to be, you know, like you go to the hawker center or the coffee shop, you know. Some people have the big trash, the big rubbish bin. On the rubbish bin on top they put a net, or put a what do you call this? Colander. Right? So when you throw the thing, the liquid flows away, and then the solid waste you throw away. Similarly, when people come and tell you the story, you must sieve away the emotion and just look at the facts, so that we will not become washing machine. Right? Agree? Okay? To be a virtuous friend, first is we have to deal with ourselves. Okay? Because how do we know we are a virtuous friend? What do ordinary people do first? Okay? Whatever ordinary people do, we don't do. Equates that you are practicing to become a virtuous friend. What do ordinary people do? You want to know? Okay? It may not sound comfortable to you. Alright? Ordinary people like to tell you last time what they do. What happened to them and their family. Therefore, this is their experience. So they want you to accept their experience. Right? It's the same story, you know. It's the same story. Everywhere, every time, it's always the same story. Last time, my family, I know somebody who got this, then that's why I got this. Therefore, it become like this, so therefore, you must not do this, or you must do this. And you must listen to me, because now I'm being kind, I tell you, no? So you must listen to me. Then where's the freedom? Okay? When I said sow seeds, not drop bombs, it means you can share, but be the person who share, not be the person who demand. But we are always the person who demand. We share and we demand. Then like this, might as well do the practice of not sharing. but observing not externally but internally. Observe ourselves. This is important. Observe ourselves. Understand? Okay? So when you be a virtuous friend, when other people tell you story and this and that, if other people laugh, you can laugh with them. Other people cry, you don't have to cry with them. But you just keep quiet and then you just say, oh, try your best. You listen, take away the emotion, then you say, oh yes, I understand. Try to remember to adopt this word, yes, I understand. Because listening to other people does not mean you can understand. Being there with that person does not mean you are doing anything. Right? I can tell you the so-called Lama's consultation, right? I sit down, tell me everybody come and tell me the story. Literally, they are just, most of them just want to find somebody to pour out their heart, right? And out of 10, 8% get scolding from me. And then after that, they come back and see me again. And I say, last time I scold you, now you still want to come back and see me? You know? And they said, somehow it's good for me lah. You scold me lah. Alright? So in these situations, I just keep quiet. I don't know to laugh or cry. Because I honestly, I don't scold them with emotion. I don't scold them by putting them down. I so-called scold them by making fun of them. Okay? And they know that they are making fun of them. They know and they can feel that they made funny decisions themselves. Okay? So, what I want to say is, are you a virtuous friend? Only you can tell. Only you can tell. Only you know where you are. But wherever you are, it is good. Accept that. And we must agree to continue to grow. Okay? We must agree to continue to grow. And we must agree to reach out and support one another. And not sit there and think other people to support me. Okay? So, there's a question about the power of support by virtuous friends. Your guru can be a virtuous friend too. You know, the power of support. Yeah, what's this support? The support system is, you can ask one another, I'm in this situation, I don't know how to deal with it. Okay? What can I do? Or any suggestion? This is called the power of support. Okay? You don't go ask your friend, you don't go and tell your friend your problem. You know, but because when you tell your friend your problem, we are throwing emotion, pushing our emotion and problem to other people. But when you can tell your friend, I'm in this situation, when you pour away the emotion and then you can look at the facts. You understand? It's like you boil a pot of soup. You pour the soup over a sieve, right? You take the ingredient of the soup and the soup itself is separate. Right? So the soup itself is what we don't want. Because the soup has gone through what? Hours of what? Boiling. Hours of lung. Hours of blending everything together. We are not able. The soup, is a typical hot soup that we are talking about. The hot soup, we cannot see, we cannot, how's the English, but we cannot see and we cannot, 分析怎么讲? Cannot analyze. Cannot analyze. Cannot see. Emotion mixed inside. Relationship mixed inside. Right? Yeah. Then then this and that mix inside. Then it become a hot soup. But if you strain the soup, put the soup one side and look at the ingredient of the soup. I got radish, I got tomato, I got potato, I got whatever inside there. Then I look at this thing. How it become like this. And then you do reverse engineering. Analyze. I know, okay, now this is the situation like this. Okay? Even if we don't want it to become soup, already become soup. So what is the next best thing we can do? Sometimes don't disturb the soup. Strain and don't disturb it. After some time it will settle by itself. You know how it settles? The soup evaporate and become gone. Okay? This is what many people say. Time will heal. Because the soup will evaporate. Right? And the evaporated soup become dust. Okay? So, please, let us all be aware that we can separate emotion and the facts, and then we look at the facts, and then we say, okay, what is the best way? What is the best way? Because if not, the emotion is so tiring to deal with emotion, isn't it? Okay. Now we say dealing with emotion. Please be very careful. When we say deal with emotion, you always like to link emotion to bad emotion. Okay. Many years ago, I did something to good emotion. Right? When we say bad emotion, everybody say, oh, anger lah, sadness lah, blaming lah, this and that. Correct? Right? And nobody wants to deal with that. Correct? Good emotion also people don't want to deal, you know. There's some people who are super charged and super positive. And then you cannot take it also. Or the other one was, I think 20 over years ago, right? You all asked me to go clubbing, right? Remember? Right? You all asked me to go clubbing, right? It was a Thursday night or... Is it Thursday? Yeah. What? What? Oh, I asked you all to go. I see. Somebody asked me, so I decided to ask everybody. Right? So it was a Friday night. Oh, everybody very happy? Oh, very happy. Okay. Tomorrow night, let's go again. Everybody so obliging, you know. Okay. Wow. Friday night go. Saturday night, wow, more happening. Right? Then by Saturday night, you know, visibly see everybody tired already. And they say, okay, Sunday night go again. Wow. After 3 nights of continuous party, now somehow the party karma gone. I don't understand why. Right? Nobody, I didn't say you all cannot party, you know. Yeah. So you see, when it comes to emotions, right, don't just think it's bad emotion, negative emotion. Positive emotion also sometimes you don't know how to deal with it, no? That's why you see people, there are people who are depressed. Because they choose to boil the soup, and when they see themselves in the soup, what happens? We don't know how to deal. When I'm in the hot soup, I don't know how to deal with it. Other people say, just do like that can already, what? It's very easy. Just strain the soup and then, you know, look at the facts. It's okay, it's very easy one. Then you don't know how to deal with them because they are like so positive and so easy, right? Right? Correct? But I'm suffering here. You understand? So that's why middle path is very important. It doesn't mean that you are very good, means you're out there to tell other people what to do or lead other people. I'm here to lead you to enlightenment, no? You better follow me. I'm in the dark, how to follow you? I don't even know how to crawl. I cannot fly, you know. I only want to sit here and wail and cry. And There are people like that, and we will definitely have got this experience ourselves. So the main thing is, when you are up in your energy, don't scare people who are low in energy. When you're low in energy, don't scare everybody else by influencing everybody. Hey, I'm very sad, no. All of you must feel sad with me, you know. I'm depressed, you know. All you are supposed to depress with me, you know. Now you understand the importance of the middle path. Okay? 中观论, middle path of Shakyamuni Buddha. Really, there's no greater teacher than Buddha Shakyamuni. You cannot find any teaching like Buddha Shakyamuni. Right? Middle path, middle path, middle path. Okay? There's question of how to follow a spiritual friend, guru, senior, Dharma friend. I already talked about this. How do we bring out the compassion in our friendships? Compassion in our friendships? If you really value the person, feel empathy for the person. You see, there are people who are very insecure. And very insecure people can either swing to the very extremes of either don't take care of their health or super panicky and every time go work out. Keep on go exercise, keep on going to the gym and keep on everything, and they want to look strong, look fit and this and that. The other is the same. The other one is they also want to look big and strong to cushion the pain that they are feeling. They keep on eating and eating to become big. Big and fat and big and strong and bulky, also big, you know. Can you see this thing now? It is still the same big, you know. So when you see people being very big, immediately you should come in your heart says, and our heart says, have compassion. This is important, to have compassion. When somebody is excessively big or excessively built up, it shows actually inside some very, very hurt little child. A child that is very, very hurt. 受伤的小孩. Okay? And therefore, when a person can go to the middle path, then when a person can go to the middle path, that person can control his or her decision. It's not based on because of the condition, therefore I do like this. But that person can make a decision and stick by it. For example, some of the easy decision is, today I want to go temple and listen to teaching. I don't want to listen to it online. Or, I don't want to eat breakfast. Or, I don't want to eat dinner. It is my decision to not eat dinner. It cannot be based on, because somebody take away my dinner, that's why I got no dinner to eat. Therefore, I never eat dinner. So putting on. Nobody say want to buy me dinner leh. Everybody think I not eating dinner leh. Nobody ask me, Rinpoche, you want to eat dinner or not? Nobody even bothered, you know. So putting on. And this is my decision. You understand what I'm saying? But you see, what I'm bringing out to each and every one of us to understand is, we usually don't want to take responsibility for our decision. We want to say that, oh, because of this, because of that, that's why I'm this and that. We start to take responsibility for our decision. And it is not the word responsibility that should scare us, but the word of, but what is the borrowed label word is, you are empowered to make decision. You have the power. You understand? You have power to choose whether you want to eat dinner or not. You have the power to choose whether you want to go shopping or not. You have the power to choose to go there and buy whatever you need and leave, or go there and shopping and shopping and shopping and shopping, and maybe actually I don't need this but looks very nice, or maybe I'll need in future, but I'll see how I want to buy some more or not. Maybe I'll buy for my friend, or maybe I'll buy for a guru, or maybe I buy for my mother, maybe I buy for my father, or maybe then I don't buy it. Then I'll buy a bit more lah, then we share. Then buy and buy and buy. You understand? Yeah, there's a lot of blur inside. When we practice Dharma, we have to start understanding that Buddha empowered us. How did Buddha empower us? How did Lord Buddha empower us? You want to know? Are you empowered by Lord Buddha? How? How? You say yes. How? Come. How are you empowered by Lord Buddha? What? No answer? How are you empowered by Lord Buddha? Yeah. You make your own choice. Okay? You make your own choice to want to become a monk or a nun. You can make your own choice to leave being a monk or a nun. You make your own choice whether you want to accept vows. You make your own choice whether you want to return the vows. Right? It's your choice. Take the choice, then stick with it. Don't study Dharma to prove to other people, or learn Dharma to prove to other people. There are many people learn different things to prove to different people, That shows how we are hurt inside. You see, we need to protect ourselves by proving to other people. By proving how much we hate this person, how much we hate that person, how much we this and that. There's a lot of blaming. But really comes to the point is, I learned fried rice, how to fried rice, so I know I can fry rice better than you. Okay? But it's not fried rice to enjoy eating fried rice. But I just want to prove the point is I want to learn fried rice so that I can fried rice better than you. You understand? So, these days, we all experience, not you all, we all experience something that I personally felt unfortunate. What is the experience? We go into a eatery, and when you want to order, they ask you to scan and order yourself, right? There's a QR code, right? You scan the order, then the food is brought to you. There's no more interaction, No more interaction with the server, with everything, you talk and this and that. What is important for each and every one of us is interaction. Why is interaction important? Many people who are hurt because of misgotten interaction, as a child or as a whatever. Okay, so therefore known as trigger points. Trigger points, many trigger points. Okay, but still, whatever the trigger point, you see, when we hear trigger, we always think it's a bad thing. Can you trigger happy moments? Can you trigger happy memories? You understand? This is something we have to train ourselves to re-look, rethink, re-feel. Right? Rather than we always say, I think, we should start to change to I feel. Okay? Or I reflect. Okay? When this is then becomes more meaningful. We can think, first we think, then after that is the emotional part we feel, then after that then is the analytical, reflective part. I reflect upon it and I draw a conclusion that it is, from my view, I present it to be this. Okay? So there's nothing wrong being a thinker. There's nothing wrong being a person who have a lot of emotions. There's nothing wrong. When you understand that, then you know that. Now you know how much you don't know. Now you know how much more fun I can have in learning how I can deal with myself. Right? Like for myself, right? I already told you my own personal thing that I do is I'm hungry because I don't eat dinner, but I watch the cooking program, right? They see the person cutting this and then cooking this and the person eating. Wow, so nice, right? At 10:30, 11 p.m. Crazy, yeah? So hungry, yeah? And then they're watching. Then I just thinking, what if it smells like shit? No? Yeah, I play with my own mind. Honestly, this is what I do. Sometimes I just laugh at myself, or sometimes I just stare blankly, you know. You know what I tell myself? All this food is light coming out from this black screen. All this thing is a rainbow coming out from the screen, you know. Isn't it? If the light not coming out from this black screen, which is like a rainbow of color, rainbow of illusion, and I recognize it, then it becomes something that I can recognize, right? I cognize and recognize, right? And then after that, it becomes something, wow, meaningful to me. For example, we talk about delicious food, right? Right? Go back to the ancient flavors, right? Yeah, once I was, honestly, you know, I went to look at Thai cooking, and then you know what's wow, the person saying very nice thing, you know, eating coconut grubs, and the grub was like big fat grub, you know, it was like wiggling, then they make like a chili sauce, and then they dip the grub in the chili sauce and everything. You can see the grub drinking the chili sauce, you know, because the color go into the white fat grub like that, you know. And then the person took and said, oh, and then with a piece of a salad or something, oh, this is so nice, then like that bite. Then I was like, then immediately I was saying, oh, this must be how the Tibetan feel when we eat prawns, right? Yeah. Geshe Jigme says he want to try eat prawn. Yeah. Boo saimbe. Yeah. Yeah. So like this, when something that's very delicious in their mind, in their culture, everything, right? Yeah. It's like Tibetan or Nepali, there's one dish, you know. The cheese is made from a rotten cheese called worm. They take out that cheese, right? And then they cook a cheese sauce. And I tasted it, actually I like it, you know why? Because it reminded me of Twisty. Either I'm twisted already because I'm there for so long, right? Then whatever this thing, this cooked cheese soup, this dish called sangong. Yeah, sangong, yeah? Cook the cheese and everything, yeah. Yeah, really to me it's like Twisty soup, you know. They eat the cooked cook a paste of grain, and then after they eat the soup. I like very much actually, because to me it tastes like Twisties. Yeah. But actually if you see the original thing, you don't need lah. Isn't it? Yeah. Okay. So yeah, what is nice is conditional. Right? So when you're very hungry, you watch people eating grubs on YouTube. Okay, then there was also one time also Thai channel, the mountain people of primitive area, right? And they were eating tarantula. They catch tarantula and then they roast it on the fire and then they eat the tarantula. That was like, I was like, oh ma hong, You see, many people say that, why you all want to offer very nice food to the gods, right? You offer very nice food. We think we offer very nice food to the gods, right? To the gods, and look at us, and the gods look at our offerings is like offering spider, offering these worms and all. Actually, it's true, Yeah. So that's why it's important to recite the mantras with the correct motivation, transform all the offerings. Right? Transformation of offering. We transform the offering also means transform our mind, transform our heart. When to offer something that what they like rather than what we like, they will receive the offering according to what they like instead of what we like. That's why we offer water bowl. We only offer water in the bowl. Right? When with the different mantras that we recite, then the water transforms into this, transforms into that. Water is almost free, right? It's almost free. It just takes the effort to clean the bowl, to arrange the bowl, to purify the bowl, to make the water offering. Then after that, to bless the offerings. Then after that, make the offering and this and that. But the water is the free. So what we are really offering is our effort. Okay? So if you are hungry, train yourself, go and see everybody eating supper, smell it, be there, enjoy the smell. Free smells, right? Free smells. See other people eating, smell, rejoice they're eating, and then go home. Yeah? And then go home. Then you drink water and go home. You rejoice they eat. Right? Okay? So any other question?
If not, then a question online. Good evening, Rinpoche. I would like to ask, if you are working in a big organization, how can I benefit all my fellow colleagues and form a good karmic affinity with them?
Okay. You work in a big corporation. How can you, what, sorry? How can I?
Can I benefit all my colleagues and form a good karmic affinity with them?
Okay. This is honest answer. How can you have be a benefit for all your colleagues? Always be prepared and always be your best. Don't expect other people to be prepared and don't expect other people to be their best. Okay? We be prepared and we be our best. We may be tired, then take a rest, but always be prepared and be your best. Present your best. Understand? First point. Second point, how to have a karmic affinity, right? Karmic affinity is the most important thing. Whether it's good karmic affinity or bad karmic affinity, right? The most important thing, there's a karmic affinity. That means there is, even if people are angry, you people scold you, people slander you, people this and that, or other people like you, people praise you, this and that, no? Good and bad karmic, good or bad karmic affinity is karmic affinity, right? So the Chinese, there's a term, 佛度有缘人. Okay, what is 有缘人? 善缘也是缘，恶缘也是缘。Okay, So from here, when we reflect and we understand this, then we try to, in our mind, equalize good, free ourselves from the good and bad, but always on ourselves, on myself, on my side, always try to be prepared and present my best. This is my honest, heartfelt words. Okay? Any other question? No, yeah? Thank you. Short mandala offering. Sa shi boge je me do tran re ra len je ne de ke ba de sang ge shin do me de o ge dro go nan da shin la jo ba sho ngo yin dang go ro ra na mandala ga ne ya da ya.
Okay, let's recite the long life prayers for Dalai Lama. In the land encircled by snowy mountains, you are the source of all happiness and good. All powerful transit Tenzin Gyatso, please remain until samsara ends. May the teachings of the Buddha flourish, and may those upholding the teachings have long lives. May all transmigrators be well and happy, and may their temporary and ultimate aims be accomplished. Om Savasti. Like the countless light rays that radiate from Ruby Mountain, exquisite Amitabha, Lord of everlasting life, who captivates and one does not tire of seeing, whose essence is of infinite life, the nectar of immortality, please instantly grant our Guru the city of stable and everlasting life. You're intelligent and skillful in upholding the traditions of Buddha, spreading holy Dharma through explanations of practices. In order to lead disciples onto the path to liberation, you're the one who's ungoal guide. Please live a long and stable life. I request respectfully my precious Holy Guru to enjoy excellent health. I request respectfully my precious Holy Guru to live a long life. I request respectfully my precious Holy Guru that your Dharma activities spread and flourish far and wide. I request respectfully my precious Holy Guru to bless me to be never separate from you. In all my future births, may never be separate from my perfect Guru. May enjoy the magnificent Dharma, and by completing the qualities of stages and path, may I quickly attain the state of Vajradhara. Due to the blessings of the Guru, the three jewels, and especially due to the enlightened activities of Mazo Galmo, may Singha Rinpoche's life be stable and his activities increase. Homage to the assembly of deities who are the source of all 100 varieties of preciousness, by your knowledge, compassion, and power that liberates from mere seeing and hearing, may the blessing of power, truth of assembly of deities, may the lotus of long life have good health, happiness, and prosperity blossom. Okay, let's do a dedication. Due to this merit, may I soon attain the enlightened state of Guru Buddha, that I may be able to liberate all sentient beings from the suffering. May the precious Bodhi mind not yet born rise and grow. May the born have no decline but increase forevermore.
And in 3 prostrations, please. And once again, thank you, Rinpoche, for tonight's teachings. And here's a quick run through of the announcements for the week. So do take note, this announcement has very important information. It's the Lamo Chundi initiation that's happening this Sunday at 10 a.m. So doors open at 9:30, and the latest update is, do take note that the location has changed. It's now at Fuqing Huiguan, which is a 3 minutes walk from our temple. Due to overwhelming response, we have to get a bigger venue, so do join us. And tonight at 11:30 p.m. the registration will be closed. I repeat, tonight registration will be closed 11:30. So scan for more details or to sign up. So gentle reminder, please be on pure vegetarian diet from the 14th of October, 11 a.m. Thank you. And in celebrating the glorious Lamo Chundi, so this is in conjunction with the grand sanctification ceremony of Chundi, we have launched the following opportunities for you to gain merit by making offerings with your preferred names for prayer dedication. So Chundi shrine offerings, sandalwood incense, exquisite lotuses, as well as support a prayer. So we rejoice in your great merits and practice of generosity. Scan this QR code for more details or to sign up. And of course, it's that time of the year again, Vaidura Healing Festival 2023, the opening prayers on this Sunday as well. So it's in Chinese, Medicine Buddha Sutra in Chinese at 2 p.m. So when Medicine Buddha was a Bodhisattva on the path to enlightenment, he vowed to actualize all the virtuous prayers of beings living in degenerate times. So be inspired as we recite these sutras in Chinese to invoke the divine blessings of Medicine Buddha and his entourage. So of course, alongside with all the celebrations for Vaidura Healing Festival, so the theme of lighting up your life, these are all the offerings that's available. Scan this QR code from 15th of October all the way to December the 2nd is the festival. And according to the Medicine Buddha Sutra, making light offerings and engaging in Medicine Buddha practice for 49 days continuously will generate the miraculous power and evoke blessings of great fortune, health, and vitality. So magnetize auspicious conditions and opportunities with our special light offerings. So scan for more details or to sign up. And with this, we wrap up tonight. And tomorrow, there's no teachings, so do take note of that. So have a great week ahead. And this is Ilay signing off. Good night.